YouTube, it's Matt with Olympus Reptiles, and today we got a special guest with my grandfather. So I brought some of my own bloodline in here. One of the few people who believed me when I first had this idea. So,
how old is he?
Grandpa, how old are you?
Well, I'm only 87.
Only 87. Few facts about him is, at the ripe young age of 85, he went ziplining. We also went high-speed go-kart racing at 84. So we get in trouble together. And he's had a lot of animal experience. I mean, he's farmed, right?
I've had a lot of animals, farms, cows, hogs, sheep, turkeys, guineas, ducks. Name it, I probably had it at one time.
I can even say I witnessed this man one time kiss a camel. That is a true story. But today, since he's kind of supported us from the beginning, he's here to visit, we thought we'd go through and show him some of how our collection has grown. He's been here before, but we wanted to kind of do a quick, kind of a mini room tour where we had him here, see what his favorites are, see what he likes. And I think I'll start with something that looks really normal, so we can get a baseline. This is a, what we actually call, this is water dish, a het for snow ball python. But pattern-wise, this is how a ball python should look straight out of Africa. So if I was to go dig a hole in Africa or dig down into the Termite Mountains and pull one of these out, something that looks like this is what I should find. This is a little bit brighter than most of them, a little bit nicer. I think it shows a bit more yellow due to the double heads. But it's pretty close to straight out of the wild. So what do you think of these guys?
That's a beautiful looking snake.
Okay, now let's start playing with the genetics a little bit. Put him back in there. We've produced him right here too. He's one of my offspring. Now I'm going to pull up one of camera guy Kurt's absolute favorite snakes. This guy here. This is what's called a clown. And this snake only has one eye. It was an incubation issue, so it has no eye on that side of its face, as you can see, and one over here. And it got the name clown because it looks like it has teardrops like clown makeup hanging from its face. This morph does. Recessive trait. What do you think of these compared to a normal?
Well, I don't have much knowledge on different designs, but I think that's a nice looking snake too.
I agree, and they can brighten the colors in these a lot, and they look really cool. I know this is one of Kurt's pet projects. But here's a quick question, Grandpa. You know my sense of humor pretty well. So you have this big old snake with one eye. Any guesses what I named him?
Well, not One-Eyed Joe, so what? You tell me what you name.
This is our one-eyed snake named Trouser, so...
Trouser.
This is my one-eyed trouser snake.
Well, only you would do that.
He's been kind of famous on our channel because of his name. Get in there, buddy. Now I'll show you a project I like. Oh, you had a big mess. This is my calico male. Why they call them calicos, I'm not really sure, but see all this white speckling?
That's sure different.
That's what the name is, and you see them called sugars and calicos. I'd have named it Salt if I would have been the first to hatch this, but I wasn't, so we get stuck with the name. There you can really see that, Kurt, so you can see what we're talking about. So what do you think of these? You a fan? Or you like the clowns better, or these guys better?
I'm liking the color on that one better.
Uh-oh, Kurt. Kurt actually really likes the calico stuff as well. I think the clown, he likes it for what it can do long term. I'll show you another one of my personal favorites. This is my big breeder male bumblebee who just shed. Check that guy out. Now this is when we get into combo gene. It's got a pastel and a spider in it. He's friendly. You can hold him if you want.
No, I'll hold him.
How heavy that guy is.
He's pretty heavy for what a...
Yeah. There's a lot to him. So what do you think of these guys?
Well, I'm liking them all.
You're going to have to pick a favorite before we're done, though. So just keep in mind and see what your favorite is as a guy who's never had a ball python.
Well, let's go on for another one.
We can do that.
All right.
Put him back in there. You are going to need a cage. Clean it, buddy. You want to see Aaron's favorite. Let's find Aaron's favorite. Aaron is Question Girl, for those of you following along. And this would be, I'd be in trouble if I didn't show this snake off. Because this is the snake that got Question Girl to like ball pythons. That guy right there.
Well, there's going to be my favorite because he's got more color.
Oh, you like the more color, huh?
Yes.
I think we can do more color than that, Kurt.
Yeah.
What do you think we should pull out next for more color? What would you suggest? Kurt's not.
Try a lesser.
A lesser? We'll go with this lesser right here. This is our boy Loki. This is another one of Camera Guy Kurt's first snakes. What do you think of that thing?
Well, he's more uniform all around.
Mm-hmm.
Nice looking animal.
Now, if I'm going to pull out some color, I got one to show you. If we're going to go for color, let me sneak over here. We're just kind of all over the map today. Where's the one I'm looking for? Right here. I think this one's a pretty color. It's more of a gold than the bright yellow.
Mm-hmm. He's good, kind of hiding here.
They all do that. But I really like the color on this snake
Well,
as
that
well.
is a uniform all the way around.
Mm-hmm. And guys, she, just for the record, just ovulated. And it's just gone down. So we're expecting a clutch out of her. Now I'll go ahead and tell you, I paired that to a pastel exanthic. That is a fire yellow belly. So look for some firefly, maybe some firefly yellow bellies, 100% head exanthic. I can't wait. Ah, this one's got a lot of color. I think you'll be a fan of this snake right here.
Well, I do like that one. I do like that one.
So what's winning so far? We still want more color?
I like color.
What's this one?
This is our Mojave. Now this is our really bright Mojave. Almost wonder what's going on with it. Maybe it's a gold blush line Mojave. We're not real sure. But it's really, really bright snake. Okay. I'll pull out the big guns for bright color.
Boy, now then, I'm beginning to see a new favorite.
Now she is pregnant right now, so she is gravid with eggs. She's not too far along in the process, but we have had her pre-lay shed.
She's hiding her head, isn't she?
That's pretty typical of them.
That's a beautiful snake.
We hatched this one here. This was our first big project we wanted to hit, was our Killer Bee project. Make sure I support her under her body there so she's got children going. Get in there, girly. So it's one of my personal favorites that I really like. Oh, let's see here. What if I take away all the color?
Well, a single black snake, I don't think you
Not
got
straight
one.
black. Not straight black.
There's
but if we-
one in Manias.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. What if we stripped away all that yellow pigment and went to silver and black? You gonna roll over there, buddy? What about those?
Hey, it's hard to make a choice.
So you like this more than the color, or the color more?
I like color.
You like the color.
I like color. I'm going to stay with that.
See, Grandpa and I are very similar. We get accused of doing a lot of the same type of things in the family. We're different here. I like to strip that color out. So, I thought of it, Kurt. I know the one that's going to be the winner.
Well, try one of the super.
Super Pastel Spot Nose?
Yeah.
Super Pastel Spot Nose. That's a good call. What about this thing?
Well, that's got a lot of yellow in it, and blue's my favorite color.
Blue? Where are you finding blue? I guess there's a little
Well,
bit of hue in there.
I'm hoping you're going to find me a blue snake.
Not in the ball python world, I'm not. There are some out there, but not so much in ball pythons. I got it. No, I got it. And I think I can't get to it. Maybe I can. Here we go. This is a very colorful snake, Grandpa. Right here.
Oh, it is. It is. And the design is good.
Yeah. I think this might be the winner.
Well,
We haven't showed the Odin yet.
Oh, how did I forget about Odin? There's one more before I get to Odin I want to show. This is another one that's, I know, a favorite of Kurt's. Kurt, you want him to pull out next?
Yeah.
What is it?
The female ghost?
Well, not the female ghost, but close.
Oh, the lesser ghost.
Another lesser ghost. Because this thing, too, also has a whole lot of color. This is just a gorgeous, gorgeous animal. I can't wait to see that thing full grown and producing babies for us and what it can produce.
well, there's a lot of potential.
Alright, so we pull out the big gun.
Yep.
For color. This is a snake, Grandpa, that when they first came out, well, not when they first came out, when I first got into ball pythons, I saw these, this has been years ago for those of you watching this, and they were going for $20,000 a piece. 20 grand a piece. And now you can get them for much, much, much less than that. Where did he go? Here he is. So now they're a lot more reasonable. Oh, and you just shed out everywhere too. You did. So he just shed. He looks amazing. There he is.
That is the most colorful snake I've seen yet, and I like that.
The black spots come with age, but the orange coming through, the lavender, these are just gorgeous, and he is a very, very nice example of the banana, which is what I want. I want high quality in our collection. So,
Well, he looks like he's right in the top of the notch.
all right, Kirk, can you get anything else that we should show?
Show him one of the baby bumblebees.
Baby bumblebees. Kurt's right. Baby bumblebees are some of the most colorful, I think, animals there are. This is just a little bitty guy we hatched out this year.
He's just a miniature one of the big ones.
But I just think the color is just amazing. Now these babies have a little bit more tendency to bite than an adult, but if it does, it ain't going to do any damage.
If he bites me, I'll bite him.
There you go.
That is a beautiful baby.
I really, really like those bumblebees. Something else I like. There's one more. It's a little bit of a different color, but I think it's really pretty and really clean. Not super bright.
No, he's subdued, but he's got a lot of speckles along on him.
And I love the pattern of these guys. It reminds me of barbed wire fences.
I can see the resemblance.
They call it a spider. Is what they call that. Alright, Grandpa. We haven't gone through every snake. We've gone through a lot of them. What's your favorite one you've seen?
I'm going to pick that bright yellow one that you had here.
Oh, wait, should we pull out one more, Kurt? Should we pull out the brightest thing I have?
Sure.
Alright, gotta move a water dish. You said you like bright colors, Grandpa, so I'm going to pull out my big gun when it comes to brightness. That is my boy Kronos. Kronos is not a ball python. Kronos is a carpet python. But when it comes to bright, he is kind of king. You behave. There we go. Look at that.
That is a colorful snake.
I won't promise you he'll be well behaved. But the color on this guy.
Yeah, it's uniform all the way around.
Yep. Tiger stripe, the green in there, the really bright yellow. I just think the world of this guy here. He is definitely, always has been one of my favorites ever since I got him. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous tail. The thing that's really cool about him is when you get to his tail here on the belly, it's like arrows. He's really cool.
Well, what came to my mind when I saw it looked like a zipper.
Kind of does. I probably shouldn't unzip him. And he is an adult, so he's really cool. You want to go up close to the camera? These are a little bit more involved in handling than a ball python for sure. Just a little bit bigger, stronger snake. And where the ball pythons come from Africa, this is an Australian snake. So you don't see as many of these in captivity because they can't import them. So everything that's here has to be captive bred here by the stock that we already have. And just super strong animals. And the body control on them is amazing. They're good climbers. I love these. Alright, so now we've had them all, not all, but a lot of them out. Is it still the banana that wins, or does this guy beat him out?
I think this guy's going to beat him out.
Very cool. So there it is, guys. When you show it to Grandpa, he's as crazy as me. His favorite's the carpet python. He's going to come up and say hi to my face. Come on, buddy. Alright, guys, thanks for watching. I'm going to go fight to put this thing back up now. And I'll see you next week if I can get this carpet python off me.